Alright, so at the end of this unit, I just basically wanted to show you what we had accomplished. Alright, so in this unit, we learned how to make a joint, and this one's a very loose joint. And we glued those two forms together. This is a piece of PLA. It's not even straight. And just all you do is just slip it in the hole, go like that. And what you could do here now is you take a soldering iron like this, heat it up, find something that's big and metal, go like that. That way it cools the PLA. And then go to the other side, snip it, do it again. Try not to touch the ABS plastic because ABS plastic is very toxic when it's heated to a certain degree, and the soldering iron will cause a smoke. It's not very, I mean it's pretty toxic, but it's nothing that'll kill you right off the bat. It's just bad for you. This one, same thing. This one represents, if you saw the video where I made a change to the form, and now this is a much tighter joint. And then you could stick this one in here just for an example. And then we looked at this. What if we wanted to make a form kind of like this, where it looks like a hot dog but it has a joint in it? So this would represent a finger maybe. It needs a little bit of cleaned up as far as the groove is concerned. What you do there is just grab a file, after you glue it, and preferably like right after you glue it, like clamp it down in a vise, let it dry for a second, and then take it out and then do this, because what will happen is the ABS, the loose grits of the ABS plastic that's coming off the file will fall in the cracks of anything that the glue might have not been able to fill a gap or something, and it'll make a nice gap filler. Now if you want this to look brand new, what you could do is, after you get done doing this, you could spray it with a product called Vaspir Frosting, and it will take out all of the tool marks, absolutely all of the tool marks, and it'll bring it to the same level of sheen. So nobody will ever tell that you actually filed some of it down. That's what I like about ABS though, you can file it. With PLA you go to file it and it melts. It's that low of a melting point on it. PLA, not toxic whatsoever though when it's in smoke form. It's actually a derivative of corn syrup. So it smells like pancake syrup when it's heated. Alright, there we go. A little fake finger type of movement. Pretty neat, right? And this comes off just like that. If I want to make that more of a permanent bond, I would do what is just go in there and glue that to this inside there. When I was designing my hand though, I left it so it does come out, because I know the students, it was laying on my desk and the students were like, ooh, cool, a hand, and they dropped it and all the fingers fell off. But at least they fell off and not broke. Even though this stuff is pretty sturdy. You can make a hammer handle out of this if you put enough infill in it. We haven't gotten to infill or what that's about, but there we go. Hope you enjoyed. Now let's look at the other type of joint, a ball joint, and we'll look at different scenarios for using it. And maybe, just maybe, we can make something together that would kind of resemble, a couple parts on an action figure. Not a whole action figure, because that would take up so many hours, trust me, but just maybe a couple parts or a couple examples will give you a good understanding on how to get started, even if it's a smaller model. This is just a bigger model. And alright, so enjoy and see you next unit.